Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Welcome to Boots on the Ground. If you have anything you could add to the conversation, please send it to Southern Prepper 1, Southern Prepper 1, just the number 1 at yahoo.com. Please, if you get any comments on my videos that are not for me, Southern Prepper 1 at yahoo.com, or they say, hey, you want something, or go here to another location, it is a scammer. Just ignore them. Thank you. This is a problem with the Union Pacific and a dispute between the country's biggest chicken processor, which says that millions of birds are endangered by repeated delay of delivery of corn. California-based Foster Farms have asked for regulatory intervention for the second time in 6 weeks. So basically, they're not getting the feed they need to feed their chickens. The railroad, Union Pacific, has diverted some food that was going to go to dairy cattle to the chickens, because chickens are without food will die much quicker than the cows will. Union Pacific said that they've had some weather problems, but it looks like there's just some major problems with rail traffic. So hopefully this can be resolved, so no loss of chickens. As you know, chickens are valuable right now, especially with the price of eggs going up. The World Bank has said that we are looking at a global recession probably in 2023. We all knew that. We can see it happening inside the United States. Also, Russia finance minister announced that the National Wealth Fund is now permitting to allocate up to 6% of its holding in Chinese currency and up to 40% of its holding in gold bullion. So they're definitely moving away from everything but what they want to invest in, gold and the Chinese dollar. And I think they're even getting rid of the Japanese yen and reducing their holdings to zero and getting rid of the pound. So things are happening in the currency market. One day we're going to wake up and find out the U.S. dollar is not the king anymore, and that's going to cause immediate hardship for us. This is from someone in Davis, California. Gas prices are sneaking back up slowly. A gallon of diesel fuel is back to $5.79. A gallon of regular gas is $4.19. They say not so bad, but it is creeping up. This person says, I live in Ventura County in Southern California. I bought 1 pound package of 96% lean ground beef for $7 on December 29th, 2022. Upon cooking it for chili, I noticed unusual large amount of water in the skillet. I've never soaked the package in water, and it wasn't ever frozen. At 55 years of age, I've never encountered anything like this. I must have boiled off about 1/4 of a cup of water, and then I strained the rest, and it came out to be about 1/2 cup of water. Has anyone else encountered this problem with watered down fresh ground beef? Put it in the comment section, please. I went to Aldi's yesterday in suburban Chicago area. Plenty of eggs, about $4 a dozen. Milk, about $3 a gallon. Dried beans were short. No dried peas or fresh broccoli. Cauliflower was $3 a pound. There's plenty of pasta. They also said people are trying to help others less fortunate. They've set up some micro pantries that's down the street. So people are trying to help other people. I was used to be able to count on Walmart for really nice large loaves of Italian bread for $1. I ordered a loaf of Italian bread, and to my surprise, not only the price had changed, it went up to $1.47, but the size of it was very, very small. These people said they didn't give their state or city, but eggs here are $7 a dozen. This is northeast Oklahoma. Due to the Southwest computer issues and because of the storm, a very large amount of blood due to be shipped for transfusion sat too long and had to be returned to be destroyed. So that's terrible. There is a lot of places have a blood shortage. This person said eggs are finally not readily available in my area. All 3 stores that I went were out. Even eggs that sell for $10.99 a dozen were sold out. Those were probably the organic kind. This person says also car parts for late model vehicles are 3 times the cost if available at all. Very long wait to get into a mechanic. This is Rite Aid. Grass Valley, California was completely out of cold medicine and some children's medication. Yesterday, Safeway Market had 0 eggs. My friend works in the bakery there, and I was looking at the case where they keep most of the specialty products, example like holiday cakes and more high-end products. It was pretty bare. But one of the items was a New York cake, and it was January 2nd. I asked her about it, and she said they were told that the decorator put out a few items, and not as many as usual because they had to recently throw away $400 worth of product the other day. Seems like people are starting to tighten their belts. My wine, which I buy, was usually $6. It went up to $7, and now it's up to $11. It basically doubled in 1 year. I pray people are really doing what they can to prepare. Even though I previously have not seen the shortages, I still stock up, and now it's finally hitting here. I took pictures, but I can't figure out how to attach them from my phone. There's a lot of pictures out there that I've been sent, and it's the same story everywhere. And finally, people are saying, I've never seen it in my area. All of a sudden, it's showing up. Things are looking a little slender in both the local Walmart and another grocery store here. Most notable, the eggs and milk. We've had our own chickens, so eggs are not a problem. But the increase that I buy, I guess they buy the egg cartons, the cardboard egg cartons, went up 50%. Now they're 79 cents just for an egg carton. This was at Tractor Supply. So if you know someone that has chickens, save your egg cartons for them. Egg cartons are worth money. This is Sacramento, California area. When I went to the Costco today, there was a sign at the entry of the refrigerated room stating there were out of eggs. I have never seen this before. Maybe it will start to wake people up who are brushing off the shortages. Although this is a double-edged sword, it might create a panic. I just started fermenting this past summer. I thought I'd share a tip, since lids should seal like when you do canning, when they should seal. You need to make sure you keep the fermented product in the water and below it. If you seal the jar totally, I guess it will bust from CO2 generation. But also keep it positive pressure and prevent oxygen getting in without needed. So fermenting isn't for a long-term storage, but to preserve food over the winter. So, and she went on and on. If you haven't got into it, I have not got into it at all. My goal is to. At this point, though, I cannot take on any extra projects. So maybe by next winter I can get into it. Just more Michigan area Walmart, no milk, and spent out for a few days. This person's in Cache Valley, Utah, and over the past few days we've had several small earthquakes. I have only felt 2 of them, and they are small. I'm hoping it's not the build up to something bigger. This is a little bit old, but the 2 men charged in the Christmas Day attack on the 4 substations in Pierce County, and that resulted in knocking out power for thousands. They were caught. They also got hit with illegal firearm, unregistered firearm, and I think it was even cut off, short-barreled. So hopefully we have no more incidents of this, because it causes a lot of problems for a lot of people. My husband is a firefighter. He just told me they took a patient to the ER today, and they told it will be a 22-hour wait. This is not a small town. It's a city, I think, in Massachusetts. The hospitals are overwhelmed. Please warn and remind your community that there are businesses out there who are looking to make money off of uncertain times and anxiety that everyone feels. People are getting emails from the so-called patriot companies offering prepping and survival products for shipping and handling, and they're on special prices. But when you do this deal in the fine print, you're also enrolling in a monthly membership program with these companies, and your bank account will be charged every month until you cancel it. So be careful of any scam. They're using very close to companies that you would recognize, but they're a little bit different in the website and the link, and you're going not to the place you think you're going to another place. This person, Central Florida, 36 count Walmart eggs, 2022 November 5th, $6.52. January 3rd, $15, really close to $15. So that was doubling in price. This is from South Carolina. Feed prices are out of control. This is for $24 for a 50-pound layer crumbles. Very expensive. I think I'm paying $13 or $13.50 for a 50-pound bag of layer. Eggs, $11.49 for an 18-pack. This is Walmart in Montana today. No eggs, no cat food. We have escaped a lot of the shortages, but now it is spreading here also. Glad I have chickens, but they're having problems finding no chicken feed. Hold the line. God bless and keep the faith. This is about hotels across the U.S. are definitely having a problem, potential uptick in bankruptcy this year because of the pandemic, and some of the industry has not bounced back, and there's a lot of loans will be coming due. 4.1 billion out of roughly 93 billion in outstanding loans for lodging companies or hotel companies. So we're going to see a lot of problems, and if the economy continues on a course of recession, you're going to see a tremendous amount of distress in the next 12 to 18 months. So definitely, if you work for a hotel company, hopefully they're on a firm foundation. This person said the shortage of a lot of things that we use in a bakery. And a bakery shop owner in Kansas said his business is taking a hit. The price of sugar is up 60 to 70%. Flour is up at 80%. He said due to the recent economic inflation, they're struggling to get the basics, including flour, sugar, and eggs. In 2021, he was paying $17 for a case of eggs. His most recent order cost him $97. So from $17 to $97. This person's from Reno. Sam's gas has jumped 20 cents. This is from Mexico. They sent me tons and tons of pictures of a grocery store. These shelves were stocked to the max. I saw none, zero shortages of anything. Tons of eggs. So I appreciate those pictures from Mexico. They also sent me a picture of an armed security guard, I guess, reloading an ATM in the supermarket. And standing right next in front of him were two guys with 12-gauge shotguns, pump shotguns. So I guess that's how they have to do it in Mexico. You can find food, but the chance of crime, I guess, is very high. It was a very, very good picture of two huge guys with big guns guarding the guy, reloading the machine. We don't see that really that much in the United States like that, but it will probably be coming soon. This is important. My son works at a fuel distribution plant here in Houston, Texas. They provide 40% of the fuel in this area. They had to shut down the entire facility for about 7 days to do extensive maintenance. Hopefully, it will not be much of an impact. And it could be just scheduled maintenance, but always be prepared for any fuel shortage. This is Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. I've reported to you over the last year the price of eggs at our local Mennonite farm. A year ago, they were $2.50. Then they went up to $3. Then they went up to $4. And today, they are $5 a dozen with much lower supply. This is from Costco in Gilbert, Arizona. No eggs there. And it's been there like that for a little bit. I live in southern Indiana. I was at Walmart yesterday looking for some red onions. They have a full bin of them, but every single one of them had rotten spots. Many were covered with nasty mold. Couldn't find a single good red onion. Food can be hit or miss here. Many times I have seen zero sugar in the store, zero salt, zero lettuce. Bare spots on the shelves are a common sight. Now, you have to take what you can get. My great-grandmother used to say, use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. We need to get back to the Great Depression way of thinking if we're going to survive what is coming. We shop at groceries in Lansing, Kansas at the Aldi's. This week, eggs are $4.77 a dozen. Not too bad. But in November, those same eggs only cost us $1.25. Over a 300% increase in just 2 months. A 30-ounce container of mixed nuts are now $12.14. In November, they were only $11. Nearly everything has gone up. Fortunately, we can still get canned green beans for 58 cents a can. We heat with wood 90% of the time. Our furnace only comes on once or twice a night and is kept below 65. Our natural gas bill nearly tripled last month. I can't imagine how high natural gas bills have been here for folks who heat exclusively with natural gas. Greetings from Rhode Island. I watch Boots on the Ground daily. Thank you for your calm and focused approach to helping people get prepared. We appreciate it more than you know. I've been prepping for 5 years. I did listen to your advice. I had a conversation with some friends and neighbors to expand my group. I'm happy to report that they are now listening to your reports and are starting to prepare as well. Grocery stores and pharmacies are still well stocked except for the over-the-counter cold and flu medication that is very short supply. Prices are sky high for everything. Walk-in clinics are averaging 3 to 4 hour wait. I live in Central Florida. I went to get my monthly prescription of 10 milligrams of oxycodone filled at the local CVS pharmacy. They said they could not fill the 90 tablets as they do not have enough. I called around to another pharmacy in the same chain. They looked up my script and said every single one said the same thing. I took what they had and counted my blessings. They also said doctors are prescribing 10 milligrams to people and having patients split them in half for their normal 5 milligram dose. They say because the 5 milligram prescriptions are even harder to find than the 10 milligrams. If you are consistently on opioids of any kind, start to wean yourself off now, or at least dramatically reduce your usage. Continue to get your scripts as available, as you'll have enough to complete the long withdrawal process. If not, it can turn out to be a life-threatening situation if you run out suddenly and no one can fill your script for you. This person says Washington State is running out of eggs. I went to the Gig Harbor Costco today, and thankfully they still had some. Normally they have tons, a whole wall full. A couple hours later, a friend went there and they were sold out. She also went to a couple other local grocery stores and 0 eggs. There's an apartment building in my area that it's set aside for elderly and disabled people. They have an elevator that has been broken down since before Christmas. They either have to walk down the stairs with a cane or a walker, or have to be transported with the help by fire and rescue. They are waiting for a part to fix the elevator. This is so sad. I am in a wheelchair, and how could I expect to get down 5 flights of stairs? I'm scared for the residents. This person says, I currently work for the all-natural and organic grocery store in Chicago area. Today, when I went to work at Whole Foods, I noticed that they had posted at the egg cooler telling our customers that they can only buy 2 cartons of eggs at a time due to the nationwide egg shortage. I've been here since 2007, and this is the first for me to see a limit on what you can buy. This person says, I work at a farm for farm equipment. They repair it, work on it. We were able to keep our customers up and running through the seasons with limited pain from part shortages. Most farmers in my area of central Indiana saw record crop harvests, with some crop fields pushing over 250 bushels an acre. Most with corn harvests in the 220 bushels per acre and uprange, and beans in the 60 to 90 bushels an acre. We have seen some price drops in grocery stores on meat and canned goods mostly, but not by a large amount. So that was good news, and this is why I predicted that we would not see a famine this fall and winter, like a lot of people on YouTube were saying. The famine is coming. It's because of farmers giving me real reports. Yes, we got a lot of farmers that suffered, especially in the drought areas, but there will not be a famine this year. Now, what will next year bring? I don't know. So just continue to be prepping. We live in Denver area. My wife went shopping the other day at King's Supers, part of a Kroger's line, and was rather surprised at the price of a dozen eggs, a little over $5. The refinery shutdown here hasn't caused a large increase in gas prices for what I've seen yet. The nanny state of Colorado is requiring all stores to charge 10 cents for a plastic or paper bag. Or you can just bring your own. So there you go. There's some boots on the ground. I hope you're continuing to prepping. I hope you're praying. I hope you're looking for opportunities to help people, show kindness. This is not, I think, a short-term thing. This could be many, many years of economic pain if we go into a recession or a mild depression. So keep prepping. Thanks for watching.